Welcome everyone to our public hearing for July 2025 proposed service changes. My name is Shannon Benson and I am on the community outreach team here at Valley Metro and I will be helping to facilitate the presentation this evening. Aaron Xavier, our service planning manager, is going to walk us through the proposed change today. We'll start by giving a brief overview of the service change process. We'll hear from Aaron about the proposed change. We'll review how to submit feedback in case you haven't done so already, and then we'll open it up again for questions and additional comments. For those attending virtually, you can ask a question by selecting the question mark icon on your screen and typing your question in. You're also welcome to type questions or comments directly into the chat box at any time during the presentation, and I'll read them aloud on your behalf. If you would like to ask your question aloud, you can select the raise hand icon and I'll give you the ability to unmute. When you're done, please be sure to select lower hand and mute your mic. So we're currently in the middle of our public outreach period, which started on March 3rd and ends on April 4th. Approval from the Board of Directors is required for Valley Metro operated service, and City of Phoenix operated service requires Phoenix City Council approval. City Council review is anticipated in April, and if approved, the changes will go into effect on Monday, July 28th. Changes are considered regularly to help address the needs of our ridership and help people get where they need to go as efficiently and economically as possible. Service changes can originate in different ways. However, they're most often determined through collaboration between Valley Metro and our city partners. The individual cities and towns typically have the best perspective on what their residents need and will make proposals accordingly. Input from the public is always considered and appreciated to help us refine and determine how those changes are going. As I mentioned earlier, the comment period will be open until Friday, April 4th, so you still have time to submit comments or complete the survey. Outreach messaging has gone out via various social media platforms, emails, and the physical signs posted at various potentially affected stops. With that, Aaron will discuss the proposed changes.
Thank you, Shannon. So for the change we have in July, that will be a consolidation of the Zero Central Ave route and the Zero A South Central Shuttle, both to combine them geographically so that they cover the same extent as they currently do, while also changing the frequency to be a consistent 30 minutes. So currently the Zero A has a 15-minute for most of its northern portion and then 30 minutes to the south. Zero has a 20-minute north of Van Buren to Dunlap. And so this new route will run all the way from Dunlap to the end of line at Dobbins for 30 minutes frequencies. And so you can share your feedback with us by April 5th. You can do that by going online, emailing us at input@valleymetro.org, completing an online survey at valleymetro.org/service changes, submitting an official comment for this public hearing by writing your comment in the chat box, raising your hand and waiting until we unmuted, and we'll record that comment. And you can always contact us at any time by calling customer service at 602-253-5000. And you can leave a verbal comment on your public input at the voicemail at 602-322-4479. And then we'll open it up to questions and public comment.
Have a question from Aaron in the chat. He says, will there be overlap between this and the new South Central light rail opening?
Yes, there will be. So both in terms of time and geography, the route itself will be changing a little bit after the actual South Central line comes into revenue service. So we're thinking at least a month, if not more. So there will be a bit of time to get used to the new rail while you're still enjoying the current service, and then you can transition on the bus side. And then geographically speaking, the rail will now go from Camelback all the way to Baseline. And so that will be an overlap in geography itself. So that rail line will have a 12-minute peak frequency. So hopefully that will help alleviate the need for any more frequent service along that stretch of the corridor.
Another question from Aaron. He says, is there going to be a coordinated transfer to minimize walking?
Yeah, I can help answer that. This is Kevin Ting from the City of Phoenix Public Transit. That has not been fully determined yet. We're still working on the details of the schedule, but that will certainly be something we will look into to help reduce connection time between routes.
Since there are no more questions or comments, we will go ahead and wrap this up. A transcription and a recording of this meeting will be posted on our website. Again, if you have any additional questions or comments about this meeting or any of the changes, please feel free to reach out. Thank you and have a great evening.